Victor Perez, a 17-year-old autistic teen with cerebral palsy who was shot 9 times by Pocatello police officers in Idaho, has died. The family said they had decided to take Perez off life support on Saturday after he was declared clinically brain dead. Family members said there will be a vigil for the teen Saturday evening outside the hospital. Police said that on April 5, 2025, at 5:22 p.m., officers responded to an individual armed with a knife in the area of North Harrison Avenue. During the encounter, officers used lethal force on the individual, the statement said. Video from a witness shows that police officers opened fire from behind a chain-link fence just seconds after exiting their patrol cars and critically wounded a teenage boy as he stepped toward them with a knife. The shooting outraged his family and community members as well as viewers online who questioned why the officers opened fire within about 12 seconds of exiting their patrol cars while making no apparent effort to de-escalate the situation or use less lethal weapons. Pocatello Police Chief Roger Shea said in a video statement posted online, "We are also aware of the video circulating online, which shows only one angle. The full picture requires careful review of all facts and evidence. An investigation is being conducted by the East Idaho Critical Incident Task Force." A magistrate judge in Pennsylvania accused of shooting and wounding her ex-boyfriend in the head as he slept was convicted Wednesday of attempted homicide and aggravated assault charges. Sonia McKnight was taken away in handcuffs after the trial judge rejected a defense request that she be released. She faces up to 60 years in prison when she's sentenced May 28. The shooting occurred on February 10, 2024 at the home of her ex-boyfriend, Michael McCoy, CBS affiliate WHP-TV reported. McKnight had lived there, but McCoy repeatedly asked her to leave when their relationship ended, authorities said. McCoy testified that the last thing he heard McKnight say to him before the shooting was, "Oh, so you're serious." In regards to his pleas for McKnight to move out, WHP-TV reported. Prosecutors argued at trial that McKnight was a jealous partner who didn't like that she had been asked to leave, but her attorney said the ex-boyfriend couldn't identify the shooter. McCoy testified that he couldn't see after the shooting, but that McKnight was the only other person in the home at the time. The jury, comprised of Delaware County residents who were bused to Harrisburg for the trial, deliberated for 2 hours before convicting McKnight on both counts she faced. McKnight, an elected judge in Dauphin County since 2016, was suspended without pay in mid-November 2023 by the Court of Judicial Discipline, which handles misconduct allegations against judges. The Judicial Conduct Board, which investigates and charges misconduct cases against Pennsylvania judges, alleged in a September filing that McKnight violated judicial probation from a previous misconduct case centered on her actions regarding a 2020 traffic stop involving her son. She was acquitted of criminal charges in that matter. A firing squad on Friday executed a South Carolina man who killed an off-duty police officer, the second time the rare execution method has been used by the state in the past 5 weeks. Mikhail Mahdi gave no final statement and did not look to his right toward the 9 witnesses in the room behind bulletproof glass and bars once the curtain opened. He cried out as the shots hit him and his arms flexed. A white target with the red bullseye over Mahdi's heart was pushed into the wound in his chest. He groaned 2 more times about 45 seconds after that. His breaths continued for about 80 seconds before he appeared to take one final gasp. A doctor checked him for a little over a minute and he was declared dead at 6:05 p.m., less than 4 minutes after the shots were fired. Mahdi, 42, chose to die by 3 bullets to the heart instead of lethal injection or the electric chair. On March 7, Brad Sigmund was executed in the first U.S. firing squad death in 15 years and only the 4th since 1976. The others all occurred in Utah. The firing squad is an execution method with a long and violent history around the world. It has been used to punish mutinies and desertion in armies as frontier justice in America's Old West and as a tool of terror and political repression in the former Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. But South Carolina lawmakers saw it as the quickest and most humane way to kill an inmate, especially with the uncertainty in obtaining lethal injection drugs. 3 volunteers fired the bullets that killed Mahdi. Mahdi is the fifth inmate executed by South Carolina in less than 8 months as the state makes its way through prisoners who ran out of appeals during an unintended 13-year pause on executions in the state. Mahdi's is the 12th execution in the U.S. this year. 25 prisoners in 9 states were killed in all of 2024. Alabama and Louisiana have killed inmates by nitrogen gas. Florida, Oklahoma, Arizona, and Texas have executed men by lethal injection, while South Carolina has used both the firing squad and lethal injection. Mahdi's last meal was ribeye steak cooked medium, mushroom risotto, broccoli, collard greens, cheesecake, and sweet tea, prison officials said. Mahdi admitted he killed Orangeburg Public Safety Officer James Myers in 2004, shooting him at least 8 times before burning his body. Myers' wife found him in the couple's Calhoun County shed, which had been the backdrop to their wedding 15 months earlier. Myers' shed was a short distance through the woods from a gas station where Mahdi tried but failed to buy gas with a stolen credit card and left behind a vehicle he had carjacked in Colombia. Mahdi was arrested in Florida while driving Myers' unmarked police pickup truck. Mahdi also admitted to the killing 3 days earlier of Christopher Boggs, a Winston-Salem, North Carolina, convenience store clerk who was shot twice in the head as he checked Mahdi's ID. A man convicted of strangling his girlfriend to death who was mistakenly released from a Georgia jail has been captured in Florida. Catherine Guzman, 22, was taken into custody in Ocoee on Friday, the U.S. Marshals Service said. He was arrested without incident at his mother's residence by the Florida Caribbean Regional Fugitive Task Force. He has been booked into the Orlando County Jail on no bond on a fugitive from justice charge, online jail records show. Guzman was convicted last year of murdering 19-year-old Dahlia Grayson and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He was released from the Clayton County Jail erroneously, according to Clayton County District Attorney Tasha Mosley, whose office prosecuted Guzman's case. The incident marked the second time an inmate has been mistakenly freed from the same jail since last year. Guzman was awaiting transfer to the Georgia Department of Corrections, where he was slated to serve his sentence when he was released in error on March 27, according to Clayton County Sheriff Levon Allen. His inadvertent release was not discovered for nearly 2 weeks, according to the sheriff, until the Clayton County District Attorney's Office contacted Allen directly about Guzman on Tuesday. A suspect has been apprehended after targeted shootings at a Georgia Walmart and an area home left 2 dead and 1 injured, authorities said Friday. Deputies from the Newton County Sheriff's Office responded to a Walmart around 1:30 a.m. Friday, the office said in a news release. The store was closed with only employees inside when one worker allegedly exited the building and retrieved a firearm. The employee re-entered the store and fatally shot an acquaintance inside the building, the sheriff's office said. A report from authorities showed that the employee then allegedly encountered a second acquaintance outside the store and shot them. The second victim was transported to an area hospital in critical condition. The employee then went to a home a little under 2 miles away from the Walmart. There, the employee forced entrance into the home and fatally shot another acquaintance. It was unclear if that victim was also a coworker. According to the sheriff's office, this was not an active shooter situation. The suspect specifically targeted individuals they knew. The suspect was apprehended in South Carolina, the sheriff's office said. It did not elaborate on where or how the suspect was caught. An investigation remains active and ongoing, the sheriff's office said. A spokesperson for Walmart said the company was heartbroken by what's happened. Criminal investigators in Kenya said on Monday they have concluded a probe into the death of a young mother in 2012 who was last seen alive in the company of British solders who were in the country for training. The Office of the Public Prosecutor said it had received the file and had put together a team of senior prosecutors to review the case. The body of 21-year-old Agnes Wanjiru was found in a septic tank at Nanyuki town, north of Mt, Kenya, weeks after witnesses said she was seen leaving a bar with British soldiers. Wanjiru's family has in the past decried delayed justice because nobody had been charged in court. On Monday, UK Defence Secretary John Healey met Wanjiru's relatives and vowed to help the family secure the justice they deserve. It was deeply humbling to meet the family of Agnes Wanjiru today. In the 13 years since her death, they have shown such strength in their long fight for justice, Healy said in a statement on X. We will continue to offer our full support to the Kenyan authorities. Healy said he would meet Kenya's President William Ruto, adding, I will emphasize the need to accelerate progress in this case. In a statement shared by the British Embassy, the family said it was grateful to have met Healy after being offered too many empty promises. They added that they were hoping the UK and Kenya would work together to bring closure to the matter. Wanjiru's daughter, who was 5 months old when her mother disappeared and is now 13, has remained in the care of her grandmother and aunt. Britain has roughly 200 military personnel permanently based in Kenya. Most of them currently are training more than 1,000 Kenyan soldiers a year before their deployment to neighboring Somalia to combat al-Qaeda's longtime East Africa affiliate, Al-Shabaab. The British government invests more than 1.1 billion Kenyan shillings, $9.6 million every year into the partnership. Kenyans have in the past raised concerns about the way British forces treat local residents and the environment in their training ground. Officers from the Ghana National Fire Service (GNFS) have retrieved the decomposing body of a young woman from a septic tank at Sunyani Magazine following a chilling discovery linked to a suspected murder. According to preliminary investigations, the victim is believed to have been killed by her boyfriend approximately 3 weeks ago. Reports suggest that after committing the heinous act, the suspect attempted to conceal the crime by dumping her body in the septic tank, allowing it to decompose unnoticed. A team of firefighters successfully retrieved the badly decomposed body, which has since been taken into police custody for further examination, including an autopsy to determine the exact cause of death. Meanwhile, the suspect has been arrested and is assisting the police with investigations. This tragic incident has raised serious concerns over the rising cases of domestic violence in Ghana.